Just finished watching season 2, episode 1 of Supernatural, In My Time of Dying. Man, was that ever a depressing episode. I give it an 8 out of 10 because it didn't quite make me cry, but very close. Watching Dean get all teary-eyed, oh, that was tough. My favorite line, dude, I full-on Swayze'd that mother. Followed closely by, dude, I feel like I'm at a slumber party. Amazing. I'm sure that Ouija board will come up again. So I don't have a lot of predictions this time, but I thought it was interesting that the Fire Devil can possess humans and creatures, so it will be interesting to see if that is his major power, if he uses that again in the future. And I wonder if he is collecting Winchester souls to collect his power, maybe because the Winchester line has some sort of ancestor in the past, like one of them used to be a devil or something. And I feel like I missed a character. I have who I thought was the lizard man, but it's clearly the fire. He calls himself a devil, so I'll refer to him as a devil from now on. And then I now understand why people thought this was so funny, because clearly this is the biological father, but this is the real father. Just finished watching Supernatural Season 2, Episode 2, Everybody Loves a Clown. I give this one an 8 out of 10. It could have easily been a 10 out of 10, but I felt like the A plot and the B plot with the clowns were not super connected. And my favorite line was, all business in the front, party in the back. This episode had fantastic character moments, amazing introductions of a bunch of characters, and incredible representations of different kinds of grief. I myself am more like Dean than Sam. I do predict that this bar will become where Sam and Dean get their cases from this point on, but by the end of season 4, the bar will burn down or be destroyed. That's just a prediction. I did correctly predict that there would be a bar owner that is a family friend and her daughter would have some sort of crush on Dean. So I got that one right, although for a different character. But let's look at all the people. So firstly, this is the Reaper from last time. Not a waitress like I predicted, but a Reaper. This is the daughter, not a 1,000-year-old demon. And of course, this is not Mary, this is Ellen. And finally, we have Ash, who is not a billionaire, but probably my favorite character in this episode. Just finished season 2, episode 3 of Supernatural Bloodlust. I give this one a 9 out of 10. My favorite line was, if you two want to get a room, just let me know, Dean. I gotta tell you, this episode is everything I wanted out of the last one. Absolutely fantastic. First off, we got vegetarian vampires, which are one of my favorite tropes. We got Tara from Buffy, who was incredible in this episode. And this episode really showed the very thin line between justice and revenge in what Dean is now versus what he could be if he continued down that path towards what Gordon is. However, I also feel that when we see an evil Sam in a later season, he will make this Gordon look like a lightweight. I think we're in for a truly, truly awful, evil Sam, just like Dark Willow. I got 2 close predictions, and if I have other close predictions, please tell me, because it's really hard to keep track of all these predictions. Firstly, I predicted that Gordon would be a Bigfoot hunter seeking revenge for a killed family member. I got pretty close. Vampire hunter, not Bigfoot. And secondly, I predicted that a new character would push Dean towards his negative character arc. In a way, Gordon kind of did that because he further reinforced Dean's guilt in almost killing Lenore. And finally, we got baby back, baby!